ครับผมสวัสดีครับครับผม nice car brother all right everyone, my name is Alex and today I'm going to tell you why Bangkok is the safest city in the world, or one of the safest cities, let's call it, in the world to ride motorcycles. Despite its 18.2 million population, metropolitan area population, actually it's a lot more than that, it's probably over 20 million, because the 18.2 are the ones that are declared with paperwork. The total population, I'm pretty sure it's higher than that. So what makes this one of the safest cities in the world? Well, at first, when I first came here about 8 years ago, I took a motorbike taxi. For those of you who don't know what a motorbike taxi is, they're the orange vests on a small cylinder, small displacement moped, like one of those ones, the 125cc or a 110 on the Wave. And at first it's overwhelming, so I was hanging onto him like a cat on a tree, because it seems like you're riding in a locust swarm. It seems like everyone is everywhere all the time, and there's no space to do nothing, and everyone is just acting randomly. And then you realize, well, slowly you realize that there's an order to it. And actually everyone's got a lot of common sense, a lot more common sense than we do in Europe. And things just work out. And after about a month of living here, I was like, come on, just hurry up, let me drive. So I got used to it. Right, so what makes it so safe? Well, first, number one, the road culture, the driving culture is actually a lot more motorcycle oriented than car oriented, because there's so many motorcycles. While in the West, in Europe especially, motorcycles you're usually overlooked and sometimes just ignored. So sometimes even if they see you, even if the car that are driving sees you, they still won't give you the right of way. And that's incredibly annoying and dangerous and fucking illegal at the same time. Whereas here, because there are so many motorcycles, the car drivers are always aware that their motorcycle is around them. You don't have to know exactly where the motorcycle is. You just keep driving on your fucking lane, because that motorcycle is already planned 2 moves ahead. And as long as we don't get in each other's way, we're always going to get to where we need to go. So the drivers are always aware that their motorcycles are around them. Right. Because there are less rules, number two, there are less rules, or less strict rules, let's call them less strict rules. The rules are just about the same as they are in Europe. But because they're a little bit less strict, there's a lot more common sense. And what does that mean, a lot more common sense? It means that if I need to go over there and you need to go the other way, us stopping and shouting names at each other together or getting in each other's way will not make either of us get to where we need to go faster. Also, drivers make mistakes, but because the rules are not so heavily enforced as they are in Europe, that doesn't mean it's fucking jungle law and the survival of the fittest. There's still order to what's going on. But look, see, if I'm lane splitting now, well, not now because it's split side, but if I'm lane splitting now, they're not gonna put their head out of the window and shout at me or cut me off in any way. So just let me get on with what I'm doing. Or if you cut someone off, if you do it by accident, or even if you do it on purpose, they're not going to waste their entire day chasing you around and shouting at you, full of road rage and trying to spit on you and have a fight. So you just say, okay, sorry, I made a mistake, whatever, yeah, sorry. What the fuck kind of car is this? I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, so they're not gonna make a big deal out of it. Because they don't make a big deal out of it, there's a lot less rage and a lot less tension. You better just say, okay, sorry, no problem, move along. We still got to get to our destination. Driving is not personal. It's just So it's just the ways of getting where you need to go, and that's it. All right, number 3. Because, oh, what's fuck? Number 3. What do I want to say? I'll remember in a bit. All right, number 3. The lanes usually are a little bit wider, especially on the bigger roads. Like usually the roads are like 3 lanes, 4 lanes wide, and the lanes are a little bit wider. Not all of them. You can go to Sukhumvit and fucking die. We're heading to Sukhumvit now, but we're gonna turn back just short of Sukhumvit because it makes me want to fucking implode or just kill everyone around me. Because the lanes are so narrow, you can't really go anywhere. You can't lane split. By the way, lane splitting here is not just allowed, it is required and fucking essential if you want to get anywhere. Except this fucking bit, I don't know why this bit is so bad, because there aren't any potholes in these roads, or the road quality, it is good. The roads are uneven as fuck, like they were drunk when they were pouring the tarmac, but there aren't really any potholes on the actual drivable part of the road, so that's fine. Anyways, about the lanes, because the lanes are a bit wider, you can usually fit on 2 lanes, you can fit 2 cars and a motorcycle in the middle. So it's not that. See, here you can see a car and a motorcycle. It's going to be a bit tight. But if you add another car on the other lane, the motorcycle can ride in the middle without any problem. So I think that is fantastic on most roads. Also, most roads. This is Bangkok. Most roads most streets are at least 2 lanes, 3 lanes. So there's plenty of space. There's plenty of fucking traffic as well. Annoying. But there's plenty of space. Alright, next, whatever the fuck number it is. Forgiveness. As I said before, the rules are not extremely heavily enforced. There's still rules to follow, but people are going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes as well. Not just the other people. It's not like everyone else is stupid and you're perfect. So everyone's going to make mistakes at some point. The question is, how do you react to other people's mistakes? So if someone cuts me off or gets in front of me or squeezes past me by accident or on purpose, even if it's on purpose, it might seem a little bit out of order, let's say, taking a liberty. I don't know what's going on that time. Maybe it's a rush, maybe it was some sort of emergency. Just go, don't worry about it. Whereas if you do that in the West, you get cursed, you get shouted on at, you get fucking spitted on, you pull over, have fights. There's no such thing here. It's that people are a lot more forgiving. And because others are forgiving to you, you're going to be forgiving to others. But all these things together, I think that the most important one for me, the most important one is the driving culture, because it's focused around motorcycles more than it is about cars, and everyone's got a lot more common sense because of the looser rule. So if you go to the island, if you go to Samoa, you go to Phuket, you go to, what the fuck? Sorry, I thought something broke on my bike. This is my sweater. It's for Thailand's mark, by the way. So you go to the island. I lived in Hua Hin for about 4 years. No, sorry, about 4 years ago, for about a year and a half. And Hua Hin's a small city, maybe 60,000 people, something like that. It's got its own airport, and it is pretty. But because the roads are long and quite empty, people don't fucking look where they're going and just go shoot, and then the other one goes shoot. And I've seen, like, in 1 month 3 crashes, all of them bad crashes with people's heads bleeding on the pavement. In Bangkok, in 6 years, I haven't seen 3 crashes. I'm sure there were more, but I haven't. And I'm riding every day, twice a day at least. So because there's so many people, everyone's aware of each other and everyone's giving a bit of space to each other. Whereas when I was living in Hua Hin, because it was so empty, everyone thought, yeah, nothing's gonna happen to me. Because it doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't need to happen all the time. It needs to happen fucking once. That's it. And then once it happened, you're shaking on the pavement, bleeding out of your head, and people are looking at you, unable to touch you, but they don't want to move. So if you go to Phuket, I think last year, in Phuket, up to about March, so that's 3 months, not even 3-4 months, with January, February, and a little bit of March. about 400 and something, 414 I think it was, traffic accidents and casualties, deaths. Fucking 414 in 2 months in a place as small as Phuket. Phuket is small, I don't know the population, including tourists or whatever, but it's a lot smaller than Bangkok. It's very small. What are you doing dying up there? You go on holiday and you die. And the biggest contributing factor to that, and I'm going to tell you this, it's not just about Thailand, it's for anywhere you go in the world on holiday. Especially us Westerners, we're used to working and having our lives grow 100 fucking miles an hour every single day and do as many things as you can get done in every day. There's 5 minutes left of daylight. I still got 2 issues that I need to sort out. And so you're working your ass off, and then you go to one of these countries where lifestyle is like 2 miles an hour, everything is relaxed. Yeah, my bad, we sort it out next time, no problem. And you get on a motorcycle. I'm wearing a helmet now because I'm filming. But usually I'm topless, I'm a fucking flip-flops. Don't know if you saw that. You're not wearing a helmet because it's nice and free, and you feel the energy rush from all this freedom, and it's not overwhelming, but it's too much to handle for most people. So what happens then? You're under the impression that you are somehow invincible, like you finally broke out of prison and the world is at your feet, and it isn't. And then you go super fast and you quickly find out that you're not invincible. So this energy rush, as good as it feels, is super dangerous. So you really gotta be careful with it, because you don't know the driving culture. You probably haven't got experience on a motorcycle, or well, let's say on a motorbike, because you're gonna rent a small moped or a 110 or a 115. Those things haven't fucking got anti-lock braking. Sorry, brother, whatever I did, sorry. Those things haven't got anti-lock brakes. So you get a little piece of sand, you're gonna slide off, you're gonna shout it, wee, because it's fucking amazing driving. But you go too far, there's a turn, you can't make the turn, you crash into someone, and then your holiday is ruined. So this overwhelming feeling of adrenaline, this adrenaline rush, make sure you control it wherever you go. It doesn't have to be Thailand, wherever you go. I was talking to one of my brothers. He recently bought himself a Ducati X Diavo, fantastic motorcycle. He's only been riding dirt bikes before that. So I said to him, look, how did it feel when you rode the bike? So he said, Alex, I was riding and screaming by myself. That's how good it felt. That's how free it felt. Yeah, brother, the Diavo was 150 horsepower, so be careful. And your dirt bike is a 250cc. You can die on a 250 as well. And you can die on a 100 as well. So just be careful, control your emotions, take it all in, enjoy the feeling, enjoy the happiness it gives you, but don't be stupid, and then you'll end up as a statistic on the news. Just also don't see what I've done this now here is not very polite. Anyways, that's it for now. Talking. If I remember something else, I'll put it in the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.